What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about the updated way, the easiest way to make a Raiders theme team. With the release of Team Diamonds, it's actually become a lot easier. So if you're watching this video after Black Friday, you should be able to do this very, very quickly and cost effectively. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump into it. I'm going to show you the lineup. A lot of the things that you're going to see, though, you may not be able to get some of the players because things like the Season 2 players, they're no longer there. But I want you to understand that there are lower level gold players for everything that you don't see here. With the exception of like the Sam linebacker with the Raiders, every position has a few backups. All right, but I want to make sure that if you're jumping into the game or if you're watching the updated version, which is today, this is a newer version of the original video because you've asked to make sure that you stay up to date with the players. So I'm going to go ahead and break it down for you so you understand. Everybody should know a lot of the things that are going on. So one of the newer additions, right, that makes it a lot easier with the Raiders theme team is the fact that they've added to the program. You can use the Team Diamond strat card to add more chemistry. Okay, now this is very interesting because the Breakouts program, right, I don't want to take that out yet, and I'm going to show you guys why. It's supposed to get nerfed by, I guess, tomorrow or something like that. So I'm going to show you why you shouldn't actually add that in, but also how you can, add additional team chemistry to the actual strategy card. So we're going to go over to type, go to strategy, and I'm going to show you this real quick, right? So this will be unusable on 11/20. So if you're watching this video on November 19th, you should probably keep this because it adds that +1 to everything. Now we're going to wait because last year, a lot of the strat cards that added +1, they continuously added +1 for the entire year. Will EA get lazy and leave it the same way? It's highly likely that it could happen. So I want to make sure that everybody thoroughly understands. I'm not going to remove this to add more team chemistry right now, but I'm going to show you how to add team chemistry using the Team Diamonds affinity strat card. All right. So if you have this in right now, a lot of your players are boosted. Keep the boost until it goes away. And if it doesn't go away, consider leaving it because that's going to be the cheapest way to keep +1 speed on all the players that are involved with that program. Now look, the other strat card from last year that kept +1 speed for the entire team, this doesn't apply with that. For instance, let me just show you what's going on, right? If you do not have a player, right, no matter what it is, if you don't have a player that's not an actual Breakouts player, it does not apply. All right. So for instance, Jamal Adams is only going to get the speed from the chems of the Raiders, and he only gets the +3 speed. I just want to make sure I'm clear with that. That's specifically for Breakout. So if you don't have Breakout players and you just want to add more of the actual team chemistry to get the +2 speed, then you would change out that program strat card and pretty much use the Team Diamonds. All right. So let's go back to it real quick. I just wanted to break that down because it does get a little confusing with the way that EA does things, and I want to make it simplified so everybody understands exactly what's going on. So that's one thing, all right? Now, with the Team Diamond strat card, you're going to have to upgrade it, all right? You need an 82 overall team builder, an 85 overall team builder, and then an 87 overall, and you could add up to 3, all right? So this can be 3 additional Raiders on your team. Now, once you get to 50, it doesn't really matter as much. I'm going to show you what's going on after that, but it doesn't really matter as much. All right. At least right now, I don't think maybe they'll update it. I don't know what they're doing, but as of right now, once you get to like 50 and you get the +2 speed, it's pretty much a wrap. I don't really see a reason to go to 55 or 60 because there's no speed. The acceleration will not have a huge impact, in my opinion, on any of the players that you have. So this is what it looks like right now. And I don't even have a full Breakouts 20 of 20. This is just Raiders theme team with the boost from the strat card for Breakouts. All right, so he's going to lose +1 speed tomorrow once they update the strat cards. So that's very important to understand that as well. If you are in a situation where you need more Raiders, then you can pretty much use that strat card and just add another +3. If they were to do something where they actually gave us more speed with like 65 components, I would absolutely 100% add more with that strategy card. But until they do something like that, probably not. I think they're going to max it out the way they usually do at +2 speed. All right. Now, we're going to talk about some of the newer things that have come with the Team Diamond players. All right. The Team Diamond players, the actual Raiders, right? They're going to get additional team chemistries. Okay. So if you want the ×2, that's up to you. That wasn't supposed to rhyme. But if you want the ×2, it depends. Because like I think all of these theme team players are pretty much trash. So it would be up to you how you decide to proceed. I literally did not get any of them. And you can tell by the prices that the community is very, very frustrated with what EA has done, because there really is no reason to do all this. You know what I'm saying? To make the program so trash. Now look, I will tell you this, right? I don't like undersized players, but this guy would be 95 speed and his acceleration is decent. So he would probably be a good pickup, right? To put in like the slot to try to get over the top. Because right now, I think Randy Moss, they nerfed him. So Randy Moss is not really out here doing anything. So let's just say I wanted to replace Randy Moss, right, with him and put him in the slot because I put Calvin to the outside. Let's say I do that with Fred Biletnikoff, right? It would enhance the seam route with my, with my offense, and I'm adding a Raider. Keep in mind that there are several other Raiders that you can add as well, including Justin Tuck. He's one of them. Gerald McCoy, and then you got that Harrison dude. There's a big D tackle. That's John Henderson, not Harrison. John Henderson. So you have 4 Raiders. So that would be a huge addition. Do I think that it's smart to add a guy with his speed in a game where dudes are running around like psychopaths? I don't. Because it really doesn't matter that he's 335. This is not an older Madden. This is a whole new version of playing the game. So I would be very, very careful with adding a fat dude in the middle of your line. All right? Like, I'm just being completely honest with you guys. I would be very, very, very hesitant to do that, because I don't think that it's going to help you in any way. All right, so you have 4 players with the Raiders, like I just named them, so you can add the lower level version of them. Just keep in mind, only the actual Raider Team Diamond, which is Fred Biletnikoff, gets the ×3. The other players, although they play for the Raiders, they're only going to get ×3 for their specific teams, which in his case is the Jaguars. So keep that in mind, like everybody is not getting ×3. All right, now when you go down to the regular champion versions of the card, it is different. The 92s are different, okay? So when we go to the same exact Biletnikoff, okay, you're going to see a difference. You know, he goes from being 92 speed to 91. So would that be that much of a difference? Who knows, bro? You know what I'm saying? But you lose one of the actual team chems, all right? So it drops right down to ×2. So depending on where you are, and if you're getting into the game and you want to build that Raiders theme team super fast, it would probably make sense to get the limited version of him and just make him, you know, faster, and you get more for, you know, more bang for your buck. As far as the other players, you know, there's a few differences with the 4 team diamonds that you get for the Raiders. You know, do I think it's a major difference? Not really, but again, it's up to you and how you want to proceed with it. But those are the new updates to the additions of what I've already put out. Be sure to check the first video so you can pick up from there, and then you'll be able to see how we're gradually getting more and more Raiders. This is the easiest way to do it. After you get your, your seasoned players, your team captains, you get the team affinity ones that get ×2, and all those other players on the Raiders. This is the most simplistic way to get it done. Check out part 1. Check this out. Let me know if you need any other additional help with it. Get your Raiders team done, and let's rock and roll. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.